The third day I was just miserable, and now the more tired I got, the more nauseous I got.
They see me.
Like, I was obsessive. Diet is really hard to control for me when I'm pregnant because and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Senna and I make videos about motherhood and pregnancy. So today I am going to do my 13 and 14 week pregnancy update. I decided to just combine them because nothing really happened in week 13 that was different than my previous update. Here we go, let's get started. Oh, maybe I should do like a bit more of an intro. If you guys are new to my channel, I have two little boys, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I am pregnant with my third baby. Why would I tell them I need to use the toileties? So if you haven't already and you're interested in following my pregnancy journey and my motherhood journey in general, then please subscribe down below. Let's get started with today's video. Okay, so I can finally say that I have my phone here and I can read off my phone because I always used to film off my phone and I could never read off my phone, so I would always make notes on my phone, and then when it came time to video I'd be like, oh no, I don't have the notes. So I have actually been writing down what I have been experiencing, and so if you see me looking down, then that's what that is. Okay, so in week 13, honestly, I was just more nauseous and more tired, the same as I was in the previous weeks. I actually tried when I turned 12 weeks to go off the medication. I was like, okay, this is like the mark between the first and second trimester, so I should be fine to go off it. And so for like 2 days I went off it, and by the third day I was just miserable and I was throwing up and I was nauseous from the minute I woke up to going to sleep and all throughout the night. And so I was like, okay, clearly I'm not ready to get off it, and so I started it again. And so yeah, so nothing really changed in that 13th week. But the 14th week, I was actually more nauseous, even though I was still taking the Declectin. I was taking 2 a night. It is like a 4-a-day dosage, but I find it really makes me very, very tired and very sleepy. So I was trying to kind of wean off it a little bit and things be a little bit easier. So I took 2 at night instead of 4 because nighttime is usually kind of like the worst time for my nausea. But I did find it got worse. I think it was also because I tried to go out a little more and do a little more things, and I found the more tired I got, the more nauseous I got, and I actually threw up I think like 3 times that week, which was a little bit unusual. Normally like I get really nauseous and I like dry heave, but I don't actually throw up that often, which is nice I guess, but I did throw up a few times that week, and so that was a little bit weird. I also started getting dizzy that week. So like in my second pregnancy, I had really, really bad vertigo and dizziness and just like crazy migraines and all that stuff. And so until now, it hadn't been that I was getting super dizzy. Hi. So can they see you? Where do you want to sit?
They see me.
They see you. Okay, perfect.
See? I feel joy.
Yes, you do. Okay, so Issa would like to join this video, and so here we are. I started getting really dizzy, especially after throwing up. I would like start to see like spots again, which I used to see in my second pregnancy, and then I would get like pretty dizzy and have to like sit down, but it wasn't anywhere near the level. It was probably like 10% of the level that I had in my second pregnancy, so I didn't mind it as much. But I did notice that there was quite a few times where I was like, oh, or like if I got up too fast, then I was like, oh, I'm pretty dizzy. So the next thing was that in that week, so right now because of COVID, my midwives are only doing appointments every 6 weeks because they're like advised to do appointments by phone, which my midwife finds kind of like silly. It's like, how do you check on a baby by the phone? Because there's only so much you can really check. They can't measure you and they can't hear the baby and they can't like really interact properly. And so what they've done is that they push the appointments to 6 weeks, but the appointments last like an hour long. So that way they get to see you in person, but you do have to wait, and that's like a month and a half, which is a long time to like not have the baby checked on, and it just makes me nervous. I think like I'm generally the kind of person that gets a little more nervous. So in my first pregnancy, I bought a Doppler when I was around like 10 or 12 weeks, and I used to check every single day. Like I was obsessive. Are you hiding?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I would check on him every single day and I would listen to the heartbeat every day, and it just like, it felt comforting to me. Okay, we're switching sides. Yeah, so my second pregnancy, I felt like I really wanted to just not take on any stress, and I wanted everything to be super stress-free and just like trust the process and be super calm. And so because of that, I never once touched my Doppler. I did not touch my Doppler at all. This time though, around week 14 was around the 4-week mark. I didn't feel this baby like both my other babies. I felt as of like 12 to 13 weeks, I started feeling like flutters. I just didn't feel this baby at all, and I just got really nervous. And so I went out and I bought some aloe vera gel, which is what I used for the Doppler, and I checked on the baby, and the baby's heartbeat was great, and it was super nice to hear. Yeah, so I had no weight gain in week 13 and 14. In my first trimester, I gained like about 5 pounds, which is quite a bit, because in my past ones, I lost weight in my first trimester. I stayed steady in my second, and then in my third, I gained. So this pregnancy has been different, where I feel like I've gained more weight, but the past 2 weeks, I didn't gain any weight. I was also started getting really itchy. My skin is very sensitive. I have eczema regularly, and diet makes a big difference, but diet is really hard to control for me when I'm pregnant, because I have a lot of cravings, and I'm so nauseous that I don't feel like eating anything in general, and I don't have any like major cravings towards things, but I do just not like eating, and so I pretty much just eat whatever I actually feel like eating, so that way I just get food. But it hasn't been the healthiest, and I've been also having a lot of ginger ale, and so I feel like that made my skin really itchy, and it was like keeping me up at night. It started getting a lot worse, my skin. The other weird symptom that I had was like I had really weird leg pains, and so what happened was hi. So I think one night I just woke up and I had like this crazy pain in my right leg. It was just kind of like going from like my hips down to like my knee, and it was so painful, and I had to take like Tylenol, and I put on the magic bag, like a heating pad, and I just had to like kind of lie down, and I seriously, like, I was getting my husband to massage it like super hard, and I was massaging it really hard, and he was like, yo, you're doing it too hard, and so he had to like do it a little bit calmer, but I was still like, no, you like, it was really hurting me, and it was really painful. And so that was a little weird. I felt like maybe the baby was sitting on something, but I haven't had it again since that. It was just like the one time that I got that weird leg pain. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it that happened in my 14th week. It's not like a crazy update, but I hope that it helps if you guys are going through the same thing, and if you guys are just interested to see how a pregnancy progresses. If you guys are interested and you liked what you saw, then please give this video a like and a subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Want to say bye, cutie?